Like, how do we stay afloat? Like, let's not sink, you know what I'm saying? Or let's not, like, I mean, because in my head, if we sinking, we just need to cut ads until we find another hit.
Yeah.
And I know that's not the best case,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? So I just really want to stay afloat.
Yeah.
Afloat to me is.
And I think too, like, obviously when we had the conversation 2 weeks ago, things are different from then. You know, like, that was us saying, like, if we're on the same page, we can achieve like a higher level of potential than where we're at now. Right. So like, we got step one of that, and now I agree with you. Like, we're at that point where it's like, okay, that worked, but there was like a winning product. Let's do that like more consistently as well. Right. And so I think like now going into like these next couple weeks, if it's not Juneteenth still, obviously, then it's like, as long as we're on the same page, I think there's like something to that as well.
I don't know exactly, you know, what the answer is as far as the off weeks. You know, it could be 2, 3, because like before it was just drops, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we had this concept that, you know, all right, these drops every week should get us 2, 3 drops every week should get us through the month. We should reach our goal with ease. Boom, that didn't work. So now it's like, all right, we just need to pump out hit records, hit T-shirts every single month. Are y'all confident that we can stay between a 5, 6 ROAS without like a huge shirt?
There's a lot of ways, especially now that there's an in-house content team, a lot of ways to get creative with that, just like changing up the offer. So I think like that visibility for us, like, okay, we have this incoming, we have this, we need to like clear this out of the factory. Like, right. That's how we get it, because a lot of times the ads we run before, it'd go up, and by the time it optimizes and people see all the ads, like the stuff is already gone.
Right.
Which works really well on like on an Instagram post, because you'd like, when I was doing page posts, I was like looking like 3 weeks ago, I was like, when are you dropping this again? When are you dropping this again? There's just a lot of little things that we could also do just to bump that ROAS, because it can't just be leaning on one platform anymore.
I think the performance of the ads is also tied into like the performance of the warehouse and everything, which like obviously like in the past that was kind of one of the things I reached out to you about. As long as like we don't have any like bottlenecks like on either side or something like that, I think then it's like, yeah, like the ad performance can be judged as harshly as we want to judge it, you know? Right. But it's like in a situation like this where obviously like Juneteenth's doing really well, like we could keep pushing those, and it's like we're kind of like, oh, can we or can we not? Like, can it be fulfilled or can it not? Right. You know, like that's when I don't want to get too much into like, okay, well, like what's ad performance? Because it's like, well, we're not doing like strategy A, you know? And like in past Juneteenth, it's like, yeah, if we're doing strategy A, then yeah, let's check it out. Let's check the numbers, and like let's give it that week to breathe, like we said. Right. Check the numbers on that, and if they're not where we're at, then we have that conversation. But it's like, we have to be like all working as a unit in order for like us to even like really assess that, I guess.
Like the people who really be buying like every week, like if we make them feel special.
Can we set up this? I heard somebody told me that it's an app. It's like basically a rewards program, like a customer. Rewards program. Is it possible we can set something up like that to where people get points for spending, and they can, you know, what's it called, recoup their points with purchases and stuff like that in the future?
You guys have one of the highest returning customer rates like I've seen, but at the same time, it's like this is only going to drive that up. The fact that it's like, yeah, I bought 20 guys dope shirts this month, but now my 21st, 22nd, 23rd are free, and I'm not going to cash in on them. I'm not going to not cash in on those. Right. I want those. I have that balance built up. So I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, we can set that up. That'd be perfect. And even if they can't do it for everybody, if they can do it for the top 300 customers, you know what I'm saying? Just give them, based off what they spent, give them points. Is it something that, I know sometimes if you don't use them, you lose them. Can it be set up that way, or can it be set up where it's continuous?
Like this is set to 12 months, but yeah, like it's pretty customizable. I'll give them a call, because I mean you'd be considered like an enterprise client, so I'm sure like they'd accommodate like that just to have you on the platform. Just having a direct line with Tori, he's been really good about that. I just like, if something sells out, like you know it's gonna sell, just tell me, because then like we're just gonna spend money on nothing. Right. And then like with the emails, just you know. I showed Jay some stuff just with it, like just segment a lot more, even if you're only going to send to like, I mean, you guys got like what, 400,000 email lists? Even if you only send like 30,000, if those 30,000 are open in every email, you know, reward them first and then send it to the rest of the people. It's like, it takes more time, but it's just like, that's how you scale email from like 6 figures to 7 figures easily.